falling meteor or something. You have to be really precise when trying to land on these rails. Sometimes I actually bounce off them. Oh, I got the silver medal, I didn't know that was there. Colours. Orange ones for Iblis, and purple ones for Evidence. The purple ones, some of them have different names, some of them have slightly different attacks. Hold on, and they also... Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic 2006 for the PlayStation 3. And in this video, we are going to be collecting the rest of Sonic's silver medals. So, since I got those previous ones accidentally during the previous time I was in Crisis City, I was already recording it, so that would just make hearing everything I say rather awkward. And the reason that you couldn't see that other silver medal there just looked like I was jumping on the rail, when I was redoing Sonic's story after the recording error during Silvers, I was trying to jump off of the rails to get to that rainbow hoop, and for some reason Sonic just wouldn't jump off. The result being he collected the medal and fell to his death. So, I accidentally collected that one off screen. Because, for some reason, Sonic decided his shoes suddenly had glue on them, I don't know, but he didn't want to get off the rail. And these ones right here, look at that! Sonic isn't even stood on the platform to get that one. And some of these silver medals that you saw there, quite hard to get without dying. Oh, the placement of that one is horrible. It's right behind those crates, so good luck trying to get that without getting hurt. You're better off just allowing Sonic to run right into the boxes, and you want to just tap the button for that last one, because otherwise Sonic is just going to go and jump right over it. Just light speed dash and immediately just tap the button. Now, don't hold it all the way down, otherwise Sonic is just going to go right over it. Alright, Flame Core. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to hit the middle dash pad on its very left, because otherwise it will look as though Sonic is going to hit the medal, but he just seems to go right behind it for some reason. That's the only way of actually picking that medal up. Unfortunately, it prevents you from getting anything on the loop. This one, I like this one, because it also serves as a shortcut throughout the level. Why can't they all be like that? I mean, there are some silver medals that do that, but I do like that one. It's quite a level skip. This one always catches me off guard. You gotta turn around and jump for the medal, and I missed that thing like 2 times. And this one's quite awkward as well, because this one, it's right in front of one of those lava falls, and you have the platforms going down that they want you to jump on, but trying to jump onto them and then being able to jump up to the silver medal is quite tricky. So, you're better off just using the bounce attack, homing attacking towards the medal, and just take the hit on the lava. And I ended up missing that platform, and this bit was terrifying because it now meant I had no rings in an area where meteors fall out of nowhere. Thankfully, I just barely missed landing on that the Iblis Biter. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to take out the Iblis Biter on top of the case. Don't take out the one that's just on the path, that one, until you've gotten the medal, because otherwise the case is going to disappear, and you won't be able to get enough height in order to reach the medal. Now if you have the gems, you may just about be able to get it, but it's going to be quite tricky. And you need to let Sonic fall a little bit before actually doing the homing attack there, otherwise he will go over it. Flame Core, and this one's pretty easy to get the medals, and most of them are right in front of you, so they're really not that hard to get. They're pretty hard to miss, actually. Except for that one. You know, you take out the weird lone Iblis Biter. And this one. This one is probably the worst, because you have to homing attack on all 3 of the Iblis Biters that are on the wall. So you just have to blindly jump off. That fire doesn't have any collision detection either. It won't hurt you. But there were times where Sonic decided he didn't want a homing attack. So he just fell, and I had to kill myself and go all the way back to the previous checkpoint and do that bit again. Which was quite annoying. Radical Train, Light Wave Ocean. This one has
5 silver medals in the main stage. This is my second attempt getting this one because I did try the kick. Ended up going into a spin dash again, and as such I went right off the side. So once again we have 5 silver medals in the main stage and another 5 silver medals located in the max speed section. And they're just as annoying to get as they are in the max speed section in Wave Ocean. And you know, the others are pretty easy to find like that. Just kick the crate. That's all you need to do, because Radical Train is a pretty straightforward level, yeah. Although there are different pathways, the pathways are pretty much all going in the same direction. Yeah. And I don't know what happens there. That spring doesn't quite launch you high enough. And the only tricky part with silver medals like that one is you don't know when the conveyor belt's going to change direction. Shortcuts. Yeah, that's a very simple one to get. These ones, on the other hand, are less simple to get. Alright, the first one's okay, like that. Now what you want to do is, you need to get your... You have to be so careful with that jump. I just barely avoided jumping off the side there. And take the dash ramp on the left. You need to do that twice in this max speed section, by the way. And booyah, there we go. See? Pretty much the same thing. They ran out of ideas, I think. But there were so many deaths in that max speed section. But you know what though? That wasn't the worst. Nor was Wave Ocean, and nor was Crisis City. Despite the number of deaths I had to go through in each one to get all of those silver medals, they are not the worst. Tropical Jungle, this is one of the hardest ones to get the silver medals in because the pathway split up so much. Great for exploration, but if all you're doing is trying to collect all of the silver medals, it can be quite frustrating if you're not sure where they are. With this one, you can just walk off the edge. You know, swing off the flower, and then just walk off the edge once it takes you to the pathway again. Or just spin yourself around in the air. Alright, this one right here. This one got me a game over, actually. So I eventually got it and then ended up dying at the... I'm trying to go after this one, actually, because I missed it on 0 lives. You need to be at the very full height of your swing in order to get that one. Right, this particular one, this area requires quite a lot of backtracking. You know, that bit's fine. But the location of the medals pretty much keeps requiring you to go back to the same bit of pathway again and again. And thankfully, that pathway is only a few meters long, so the backtracking is kept to, well, I wouldn't say kept to a minimum, but it is, you're really not going very far. And you're going to be grinding a lot of the vines. That's where a lot of the silver medals are here. You need to grind on the vines, like this one actually. And now what we need to do is we need to go this bridge. This is what's going to get you your silver medals. You need to keep going back to this bridge, or a few of the areas before it. Like this one, you need to jump off of it, land on the water, and grab a silver medal using your shield. Now we need to backtrack, take out all the enemies if you want to. Why am I showing this up? And what you want to do is you want to destroy this fence, because you need to use the air dash homing attack in order to get the silver medal. Problem is, Sonic will end up homing attacking into that gate, so you want to destroy that first. Bounce off the lily pad, and now we can use the air dash at any risk of Sonic just randomly falling in, Sonic just randomly homing attacking the fence. And I was nowhere near that lily pad there. I don't know why Sonic suddenly went onto it. But yeah, we need to. This bridge is oh so important. Just to get a few silver medals, it's so important. Make sure you get the full swing here. Air dash if you want to. I don't think you have to, but I feel a bit better if I do. Homing attack. Once again, get the full height of this. And then you need to air dash into the rainbow ring, and that'll take you to the silver medal. One of the more annoying ones, Tropical Jungle, that one did take a few tries, but it's not so bad. But it is one of the ones that will take you the longest. With the exception of the two after this one. The extra stages also have silver medals. So Well, you know, we've been in Wave Ocean before. Now it turns out I had 20 silver medals in it. Well, technically 40, but we'll get to Blaze and Shadow later. But you know, the level isn't very long. Most of the silver medals are pretty close to each other. They're not in the same locations as they were for Sonic's story. And that was really close. I nearly fell off of that thing. Yeah, the gravity is really wonky on those huts. So just be wary of that. And unfortunately, because of the gravity and the whole thing where the camera decides to turn around every single time you get to an edge, makes that silver medal right there a bit awkward to actually grab. Obviously, there's no max speed section here, so all the silver medals are located in the first area. Some of the locations where you actually have 1-ups, like we're going this one right here. There was a 1-up here in the first stage. Now it's a silver medal, and in a shocking turn of events, it is located on the other side of that bit of sand. You know, before we had to fall down on the right side. Now we have to fall down on the left, and that's just I don't know if I can handle that. And that one doesn't require you to destroy any of the arches. It's kind of weird. It's like, we destroyed the arch before. What do we do? Easy. Now we have to make sure they don't destroy the arch. Genius. That is absolutely genius. And that was the meeting for most of Sonic 06. And oh, here we go. The worst stage for collecting the silver medals, and it's all because of the last two. The last one especially. So first you need to ignore that max speed section, and because of the way the pathway splits, you now either need to start the level again, or do what I'm doing and using the purple gem in order to go back here. And because the way the level splits apart, the silver medals are on 2 different pathways. I believe that's the only time in the game that ever happens. Oh, I had to leave that in because it turns out those torches can actually hurt Sonic. It's the only one there, and it's actually a hazard to Sonic. And I was bouncing on and off that spring, so eventually I just decided, screw it, I'm using the purple gem. That spring is my enemy. And now I decided to do something a bit different. I don't like playing as Silver, so I am going to use my gem powers to skip Silver. And as such, I can now play through this particular part of the level with Sonic. Obviously, there are sections where I need my psychic powers. Thankfully, I have a Sky Gem. So instead of pulling apart those bars, I'm going to use it to get stuck on the door and try it again. And this time make sure I go over the door. Because if the Sky Gem ends up hitting the wall, it launches Sonic really high into the air. I don't know what causes that. But it allows me to now go through this section with Sonic. And this particular part, I needed to use Silver in order to make the iron crates appear to jump on them. So if you just keep jumping around with the purple gem, you can get high enough and you can go through that window. It does make getting that silver medal quite awkward though. And now we're back in Sonic. Now we are in an area that actually requires you to play Sonic. And make sure you skip not just that dash path, but the one before it. Like you saw, I was standing still at the checkpoint. I've lost my points. It's because I had to kill myself. Because I ignored the first dash pad accidentally. And then when I tried to hit the second, thinking that Sonic would stop in time, it turns out he doesn't. And I don't know what happened here. I just tried to homing attack onto the rail and Sonic got stuck. Then the camera can make up its mind where it's coming and I fell down into the water again. And now this is the worst. These are the worst silver medals in the game. Like that one, I swear, is impossible to get without dying. And well, let me put it this way. I want to say it was, well, I think all 5 levels actually. I'm not sure, but in total, the recording time for this took about 50 minutes. And about half of that was in this max speed session, because that last silver medal right there, you can't see it. You cannot see it at all, and I just found myself going past it all the time, and so I was continually had to keep killing myself again and again. Thankfully, there's so many rings there, you really don't need to worry about getting a game over. So I just spent forever trying to grab that silver medal, and I eventually managed to get it, but that is the worst silver medal right there. And yet, when I was trying to replay this stage to try and get the S rank, before accidentally deleting everything, or it might have been after, I'm not sure, but I accidentally collected that medal immediately. I had to leave the stage to try again without grabbing it. As you can see, I'm not using the purple gem this time. It's possible to do, but yeah, this is what the sphere does. It's quite hard to stop. Well, you guys have seen what the sphere did. We used it for Silver Story, and this is what you're supposed to do for Sonic Story, but you know, we have a purple gem and it gives us unlimited jumps. So why on earth would I be using this thing? Because it makes getting that silver medal much easier because the camera isn't right behind a continually bouncing Sonic. And yeah, Sonic does continually walk in place. I'm not holding the analog stick. Sonic is just walking in place. I was really worried because it was taking a while to start moving for some reason. And I was really worried that the lasers were going to appear again, because that would instantly, I'm just going to say it pops the ball. I'm assuming it's got air inside. And I was worried it was going to actually pop the ball. But thankfully it didn't, so it was okay. Now this one's simple, yeah, just jump over to it and then fly back. And this one's pretty simple as well, you can just jump down. Some of the silver medals are hard to get, but others are very easy. And the section where I was playing as Tails there, it looked like I was just running around without grabbing any of the medals. But I think at some point, because it was where that explosive crate surrounded by all the wooden crates was. When I was replaying Sonic Story, I must have accidentally picked it up without realizing. So I already collected it off screen. I didn't even realize I did it. I even accidentally did it the first time around. When I was replaying Sonic Story, I collected it, restarted the stage, and it appears that at some point I collected it again, without even realizing that I did so. But anyway, that is the end of the silver medals for Sonic. So next time we'll be going after all of the silver medals with silver. So I will see you guys then, and let's just say I am not looking forward to it, because it means I have to spend even longer in Kingdom Valley, and I hate Kingdom Valley. See you guys then.